Good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans. Good evening. Oh, Good evening. This is Vonda Evans. And tonight we are talking about how to survive in a challenging relationship. Wow. There is nothing harder to do than to do that. But listen, uh, see who's on with me tonight. Normally, we got okay, Erica Washington. Good evening. Now, remember, as you come in, please let me know where you're from. I just want to give you a shout out, see where you're from, so we can get going. Let's see who else we got. Okay, we got Erica. You're the first person. Good evening. Let's see. Let's see. It's windy in Detroit. Hey, Bonda, Katrina from Southfield. Hey, Erica from California. Hey, Miss Bonda, Valerie from Linden, Kentucky. That's Valerie Wade, Honey Johnson, Erica Washington. Okay, y'all, come on in. Let's see who else is out there. Okay, Larissa Jackson. Hello from Arkansas. Yeah, it's very windy in Detroit. Um, uh, Honey Johnson, no, it is. It is windy. I'm just hoping. Angie from Detroit. First time I'm able to catch you live. Okay. Ethel Stanford from Texas. Hey, Vonda. Hey, girl. What's up? Yeah, I decided to come on a little earlier this evening because what I'm trying to do, I'm doing this and I'm trying to jump on IG too and then get some sleep. Okay. All right. Because when you get old, you can't be doing all that hanging and slanging no more. So we got Ethel and Angie from Detroit. Um, Angie, and I also want to make sure that the power is on because the way that this storm is going is windy. Yes, it's windy, but I couldn't wait to listen to you live. Girl, I'm about to, you know what? Now I'm trying to get everybody check in, but it's so windy here. I hope we get some power. Good evening, Glenda Brown from Baltimore. Good evening from Baltimore. Good evening to you. I hope the weather is very good where you are. It is a little, it's very, very windy here. And, just trying to stay on. I do have a generator. It's windy from Kentucky also. I love Kentucky. Yeah, I had to go down there. I was doing a promo for something. And it is so beautiful. And the food is good. The air is really wonderful. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the kind of air make you want to eat all the time. Okay. That's how I consider good, clean, fresh air. I love it. So let's see who else we got coming on here. For those of you who do not know, something happened with Facebook and my positive affirmations. So I had to start a new page called Single and Satisfied. And this is what pisses me off. I was like at 187,000 followers. Now I'm down to like 500. So y'all make sure that y'all jump on Single and Satisfied and like it and follow it so I can grow it back bigger. Greetings from Southfield, Auntie PT Cruiser. That's my niece. You know, that page was when I had run for Court of Appeals and I changed it. And then I was having some problems with hackers. They were, thank you, darling. Um, and they were like sending me this Facebook stuff saying it was from Facebook and it was from somewhere else. And I didn't know. So it was just a mess. Valerie Wade, I love your show. Thank you so much. I can't wait to do it. The one thing I am glad about that I was able to have more time doing it. When I was trying to do the show, Court Night Live, it was so hard jumping on here. And I wanted to do it, but I just didn't have the strength to do it. So I'm acclimated. I'm getting back to myself, exercising, obviously, and, really taking control of my life a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So hats off. Let me tell you something. Hats off to Judge Greg Mathis and Vinnie Politan. Baby, being on TV and doing that traveling, that's more than an ocean. Okay, I loved it. It was so wonderful. But it's also a blessing to be at home in your kitchen, talking to your ladies across the world. Okay, so we claiming that it will get that big again. Remember, Single and Satisfied. Just jump on there and like it. And you ain't got to follow me from it. Just like it, okay? Because I need to build it up, all right? But I want to build it up with women who are committed to wanting to change their lives. It was like, I was really concerned. I lost 187,000. But you know what? I said, this time, these are women that really are committed to listening to the message about being single and satisfied, navigating through relationships. So it's a good thing. Thank you, PT Cruz. And we love your podcast. I love y'all too. So now let's talk a little bit about, let me say this to you. Baby, baby, baby. Give me a little business, a car accident or a criminal. Y'all send me some business if y'all looking for a lawyer. Now check this out. Recently, I had posted a 1 minute little post about leave the phone alone so it won't wreck your home. I probably literally got 1 million views on that, okay? And many of the comments were not favorable from women. They felt that I was being unreasonable and very, very biased toward men. And, so I did a part 2. And, it was a receive, but not as well as part 1. So let's talk a little bit, because I was only up on it for a minute, to delve into how to survive in a challenging relationship. For those women who are dating, okay, one of the things that the women that are in challenging relationships did not do, you didn't properly ask the right questions. Don't let that phone wreck your home, okay? That's right. So you didn't ask the right questions in the beginning. Can you be monogamous? What's your ideal of a perfect relationship? Is it one woman or two women? What do you think about, my body? I'm an older woman. Are you attracted to younger women? Hell, are you attracted to younger men? Okay, ask these. Once you start having dialogue, then they see what you're about. One of the things that I have talked to people who have successful relationships, and I say, what is the key? And you know what their number one statement was to me? We were friends first. I said, huh? We were friends first. That was my friend. We discovered each other a little later. We worked together. I saw him and he saw me, and we were able to be in an environment. That was my friend. My friend. See, when it's your friend, you already know about him. See, if it's like my friend, I'd be like, boy, you be on rotation. You be having too many women, because that's my friend. That's a person who is vulnerable to me. I'm vulnerable to them. And so as a result, I know what I'm dealing with. Honey, I already know. And as a result, we don't play the pretense game. Okay, we don't play the pretense game. We be upfront. Those are the people, when I talk to people and they say why their relationships survive, they were friends first. More often than not, women get in a relationship, they're immediately attracted to a man. Oh, he got big muscles. He smell good. He got a nice whip. There's something that attracts you to him. You don't know nothing about him. He don't know nothing about you. So it's the law of attraction. You're like, wow, he asked me for my number. You know what I'm saying? You putting on your best face. He putting on his best face. But that ain't who y'all are. He a drunk and you like to smoke weed. But you ain't nobody trying to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to put on your best foot forward. A pretense. You being an impostor. You're trying to be what you think he would like. So you don't be cussing. You don't be smoking your weed. You know what I'm saying? You got bad kids. You keep them away from your children. You be fronting, exactly. And he fronting too. Because y'all both trying to compete and be in there, putting your little costume on. As it grows, he says the right answers, you say the right answers, but it ain't true. See, when it's your friend, when he done put women in rotation. He know when you done crazy stuff. People like, girl. But when you discover that there's an attraction, where sometimes it's 10, 15 years, you know what you're dealing with. But so that's one thing. They said they were friends first. Okay. Second, ask them questions. You ever been married? No. So you mean in 40 years you never? No. And the man will say, many men say, I don't want to be married. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. But here y'all go. I'm going to change his mind. Shoot. I'm fine. I got that good. I got that good job. I'm going to change his mind. You're not going to change a person's mind. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Just because he let you spend a night and let you leave your underwear and your cosmetics there does not mean he's ready for a marriage. Damn sure don't mean that he's ready for a committed relationship. So, exactly, when it's your friend, you already know. So y'all leaving y'all little stuff over there. You establishing your territory. Hey, Beige Fox, Bonda, Karen from Chicago, what's up? Michelle Pearl, what's going on? So you putting your best foot forward. There comes a time when you decide, I don't want to play games anymore. I know what I want. When I go to a restaurant, I know it. Even if I've never been there, like it's Italian, I do not eat pasta or cheese except on pizza. I order the same thing, a salad with steak and grilled chicken on it. Grilled shrimp. I already know what I'm going to get. I listen kindly to what people say, what's on the menu, but I know what I'm going to get. We are not as definitive in our relationship. We allow, hey, Miss Karen, good evening. We allow, this thing, it's a cuss word. Can I say it? Our emotions, that's a cuss word, to control us. He look good. He smell good. Oh, okay. Emotions ain't good for nothing. Baby, your emotions ain't nothing. Your emotions the day to tell you that you happy, and tomorrow your emotion tell you sad. Y'all listen to y'all emotions. When I be around him, my heart be jumping up and down. When I be around him, I get bumps. Look at them bumps. What? Baby, emotions are not good for anything. You have to be objective. Okay? And emotions will destroy you. You have to be objective. When you're objective, you're asking the right questions. Some person say, well, you know what? I've never met the right person. I would like to ultimately get married. And I think that you wifey material. Okay. Part one, you pass. Let's see your behavior. Are you a person that when you have free time, you want to be with me? You want to hang with me? We have things in common other than sex and smoking weed and drinking and hanging out and riding our cars. We have to have something in common. A man has to be grounded in his religious belief. See, if a man loves God, whether it's Allah, whether it's God, whether it's Jesus, once he's committed, he will understand what commitment requires. He will understand that when you have a good woman, a good wife, you find it a good thing. See, one of the things I see in other nationalities, they be dating like 90-day fiance or something. And they be married like 40 years. They already know what they trying to do. They're not trying to be on no bull stuff. But see, American men, the unfortunate thing, as they prosper a little bit, they go from $1.50, they go from $1 to $1.50 in their pocket. They're able to attract not only you, but probably 15 other women. And as a result, if they don't have the discipline and the maturity to say no, they fall into bad decisions because they just don't have that ability. And I'm going to tell you how y'all be making it worse. I'm going to tell you. Y'all always trying to build somebody up because that's what women do. We're nurturers. Baby, I can smell a deal. So you see somebody, you know what I'm saying, who got a little run over shoes and wearing them little like carpenter pants and these little leather jackets. And you're like, what in the hell is wrong with you? Automatically, whether it's with your money or his money, you say, baby, let me teach you about TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I know when they get certain deliveries, baby, and before you know it, your man wearing polo, he wearing nice gym shoes, smelling good, looking good. Now, if he already had 5 women, you done made 20 women want him. Now he's getting attention that he's never gotten before. Oh, I seen you the other day. Damn, Sam, you looking good. All of a sudden, he goes from invisible to people seeing. And that's very, very flattering. You know, all of a sudden, nobody see you. And now you're visible. It's flattering. As a result, though, men then be like, well, I'm trying to be with my woman. But then what happened? Baby, she got that big butt and that little weight and she on him. And hell, she's smelling good. Now, this is somebody he never thought he could pull, wanting to be with him. After you done cleaned up his dusty butt. Why? He's not mature. It ain't that he's not mature. Them dusties that y'all be cleaning up, they not mature. They ain't never been somebody people looked at. They somebody look over. So now the attention is on them and they flattered by that. Okay? They can't handle that. All right? That's the first thing you got to do. Leave dusties like dusties. If you wear Louboutin and diamonds, let him wear what he wear. He been wearing it. He liked wearing the dusty. Let him stay dusty. Stop trying to bring him up. It may not be that you bringing him up just so he can just go out here and say, I'm going to be with another woman. That don't happen like that. All of a sudden, did he go from invisible to who is that? Damn. You see Charlie getting his hair laid, smelling good. Now these women see him, and they see him with you. They see him with you. You got your life going on. You are a together lady. They like, damn, they'll mess around and do something. They'll be dangerous out here together. She got her life together. He got his stuff and he looking good. They dangerous. Now, not only do women want him because he looking and smelling good, because he got a good woman. So, you progress in a relationship. The first thing that you want to do is say, now, as we go from dating to serious commitment, your cell phone, he should want to give you a code. Baby, by the way, my code is 319. That's a code. And this is on my email. So if anything you need to do, we need to do this together. A friend of mine once said when he married, he said, let me say this to you. I told everybody on my Facebook page, I'm a married man. I'm about to be married. If you can't be friend, we now have a joint page. She answered my phone, I answer her phone. That's just what we do. Okay, we won. We don't play that. No woman had to tell him it was something he wanted to do. Now, if you in a committed relationship where you ain't having sex with nobody else but him, he should freely offer your code, his code and his email. If he doesn't, he's hiding something. Let go. But y'all don't. Cause y'all, I'm on the hunt. So then you marry him. And he's had some run-ins with women, but you just believe when he marries, like you, he's gonna be committed. Because like you was out there doing your thing, but you said, now I'm married and I'm gonna commit. And he likes the idea of being married. He loves you, but he can't commit. Okay, now y'all really doing it. Excuse me. Y'all done got married. You know, now y'all have children. And this is when it get hard. Them kids love them. You do everything for your children and some. And all he come in and do be like, hey, princess. Hey, king. And he ain't doing nothing else. Okay. So now you and the cheating start again. And you just like, damn, I'm sick of this. Because you go on Instagram and you see Young Miami and P. Diddy, they out, and you know, and you see all the others, Beyonce and Jay-Z, and you like, damn, why can't I have that? And you got problems. And the first thing that many women say is, I'm not happy. He coming in when he want to. He ain't appreciate me. I got these kids. We got a mortgage. I don't know what to do. Listen, when you have children, you have two roles. You have one as a woman and one as a nurturer. When you have children, their needs have to come before yours. When you lay up and have a baby by a man you don't always have problems with cheating, but you think it's going to go away, that's your fault. That's your fault that you weren't strong enough to say, oh no, babe, we can't get married. Because any cheater that's married cheated in the relationship, but y'all overlooked it. So now what do? You are miserable. What you do at your job that you don't like? You go, you show up, and you make the best out of it. Why? Because that job giving you your money. You might have a preference. You may say there's a particular group of people, they're racist and I don't like them. Maybe justifiably. But check this out. If you need an organ transplant or some blood, you're going to take it from them. You might say the KKK, they don't like black people. But let you need a lung or a kidney and it's from a KKK, you're going to take one. Why? Because that emotion is gone now. Because you're trying to live. That's how you get your bread. You're not going to just say, oh, you know what? I'm not happy at my job. You can take this $200,000 job. I don't want it. You're not going to do that. You make the best out of it. You have to learn that your emotions are not a guide to making proper decisions. Your emotions cannot be trusted because your emotions are only there to make you happy or sad. They're not an indication of anything. You have to be objective. I got these kids. We got a mortgage. He ain't nothing. He ain't been nothing. What do I do? Now, some women say, you know what? I don't care. I got to be happy. And what happens is some men will abandon those children. And the kids looking at you like, well, damn, mama, you was the one that was saying that you was unhappy. Now my dad don't call me no more. It doesn't matter if you were right. Maybe you were justified because maybe you just couldn't stand him coming in all kinds of types of night. It's just making you sick. Now, if he's obviously physically abusive to you or verbally abusive to you, we're not talking about that. We're just talking about he cheating and he doing what he wants to. So you got to be objective. And what does objective mean? You cannot make emotional decisions. You got to say, okay, now here's the rule. At 2:30, 3 o'clock, getting 3, I'm locking that damn door. Wherever you been, you just stay there. You get up, you make your bed, you make sure that your children are happy, you exercise, and you live your life. What I do is this. I have Google Calendar. And if it's something that I look toward doing, I put in my calendar the date and the time. And I say, you know what? I want my children. They love him. They adore him. The minute a man get outside of a divorce, he'll turn his back on them kids. Because now he out partying. Hey, and doing the boogaloo. And you look up and your kid's mad at you for taking their father. So what you got to start doing is focusing on you. Making sure you exercise. Making sure no matter what. Going to the spa. Hell, he paying these bills, okay? Taking care of you. You can't worry about what someone else does. I don't care if they're your husband or not. You have to focus on your children. They want their father in their home. He ain't bothering you. Y'all have grown apart. He's still paying bills. He going to church. You might be sleeping in another room, but it's just what Michelle said. It's so sad. That's right. But now you got to be objective. You got to make sure you keep your hair done, keep your nails done, take your children on trips, expose them to things in life. Don't say nothing negative about their daddy. That's their daddy. No. When you cook for everybody. Now you want to get some, you make sure you get in here on time. You don't get in here on time, you eat wherever you are. But life goes on. And that's what you have to do. It's so hard what I'm saying, especially to young women, because when you gave your sex, when you said I do, you committed to a man who now you realize objectively was not ready for the responsibility of being a husband, a father. You saw the red lights, but you ignored them. So now you got to deal with what you got. The easiest thing in the world is to run. But what happens is you are hurting your children. Now, obviously, if you arguing and fighting and stuff like that, you got to go. You have to go. But if he ain't raising no hell, and the only one raising hell is you, you got to stop. Because your children need you to be spot on time. I need you to take me to get my hair done. I need you to take me to baseball. I need you to take, oh, hey, what's up, Lance? Talking about bad relationships and women choosing bad men and how to keep it going. You got to show up in their lives. Figure this way. You messed around and married someone that was not capable of having a relationship, number one. You got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. The soonest you can get out of there is when that 2-year-old get to be 17. Guess what? You got to see it through. You got to put your big girl panties on. Okay? Hey. Because see, let me tell you how fickle your emotions are. If tomorrow that man come in here with roses, diamonds, and stay home, you're going to be, I love you. I love you. I tell you the truth, I was going to leave you, but I'm glad you acting better. But here's the situation. Yesterday, when he was out with Tutti Frutti, you wanted to divorce him. Now he done acted right for the last 4 or 5 days, and y'all just got back from Florida, and y'all was having fun. I don't want to go now. You can't rely on your emotions. You can't. Because they'll have you like this. Honey Johnson, you have so much wisdom. Don't ever take back a man you divorced. Focus on you. Like you said, it will be worse the second time around. Here's what I'm saying to you. You laid up and had kids with him. You owe those children. You owe those children the right to have a mother and father in the environment. You owe that to them. It's amazing to me. I have people who kids and kill people. They don't be like, oh, I can't bother. Oh, that's okay. Where's the paper? I want to put him up for adoption. Honey, they be like, I don't like what you did, but you still my son. They done rob people. They done cussed you out. You don't abandon your children. Because you're not going to do that. You're not going to let your kids down. But you run from a relationship that has gone wrong because you selected the wrong man. Lance said, can't put sugar over mess and call it ice cream. Got to call it as what it is. A father need to be in the house. And you know what? That seems so bold, don't it? Oh, that is not fair. He gets to go out, sleep around, come here, have his beautiful wife and children, parade them around, and he's living his life. That's not fair. While you work hard, you are monogamous, you are doing everything right, but he's getting the benefit of doing everything wrong. Well, listen, let me tell you what it is. You're not God Jr. Okay? You're not God. You're you. You're a mom and you're a woman. Okay? And what you got to do is to live your life. Show up for your children. Make sure that house is clean, like you can eat off that damn floor. That's their father. Don't say nothing negative about them. Okay? Okay, but in your mind, you know, Google Calendar, and you put your alerts. And baby, you make sure that in their formative years, they are in an environment that is positive, even though you can't stand this mother scruncher because you made the wrong decision and you chose the wrong man. You continue to do what you're supposed to do because that's what real women do. You got a $200,000 job. You can't stand the people you work with. You ain't trying to give it up. You go to the gym right before and you work on that thing on through. And then look up the person, your supervisor who you couldn't stand, end up going somewhere else and you're like, thank you. My point being to you, as Lance said, children need a mom and a dad. And if you have the benefit of having both, do not allow your emotions to take you on a roller coaster. Know this, per Google Calendar, I have 15 years left in this mess. And when it's over, it's a wrap. Well, what are you going to do in the meantime? I'm going to go back and get as much training as I can so that I can, when I leave, I can do a lateral move from here to here. I ain't got to do a vertical move from here to there. I'm going to stack my cash, start me a little business. And by the time that I leave up out of here, I will be buying a house in a way more affluent area than this. Oh, baby, I'm planning on the day that it goes down. Okay. It's going down. Okay. And make sure that you plan that way, but you put yourself in there with them kids. It's not about you when you're dealing with them children. I remember my children, they leaving their notebook at their daddy. He not answering the phone. He not doing homework with them. I'm like, it was so much. I'm surprised my children even made it. Kids don't need that. They leaving the homework different places. They backpack, this, that. They need to be in one room, in their bedroom, in one home, and they need to be able to be nurtured because they can't fend for themselves. They can't fend for themselves emotionally or physically. You have to do everything for them. So you're creating this artificial environment where they strive. And the minute they get to be in the 12th grade, bye. Look, okay, see you. Do not want to be you. Now, obviously, if somebody beating you up or calling out your name or all that, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You need to exit because your children don't see it. I'm not talking about that. And baby, let me tell you what happens. Follow along. He out there just cheating, lying, just, but show up, make sure you go to church and everything, And when he sees you, you ain't broken. But baby, you a woman with a plan. and you planning, baby, honey, I am not going to be one of them people, as Jane Bashir said, divorcee with bad credit, baby. I know how this story gonna be. And guess what? I'm gonna enjoy my life. But when you committed to having kids, that little equation messed up. Cause see, now they ain't got no voice into this. Now they gotta go to counseling. Daddy don't. My call dad him not answer. Why dad not answer? Cause see, he mad at you, and he gonna play games with them kids, or he out here being, tricking. But you owe that to them. Point blank. No chaser. And when you start to say, well, he went outside the bounds marriage, I'm going to divorce court. Then you calling me because you don't pay child support. He done started a new family. He ain't got nothing to do with your kids. He a dirty dog. But you chosen to be the father of your children, and you let your emotions take you somewhere that you shouldn't do. And he playing daddy to somebody else's kids. Handle your business, ladies. Put your big girl panties, put your girdle on. Handle your business. Show up. Stop letting your mind take you somewhere. Oh, my friend, look, don't call me with that. I don't want to hear about Herman and Jesse. I don't want to know what he down here doing. Because guess what? I got a business. Every little money I put in that account, that's called the getaway account. I'm making sure I learn everything that I need to know so that I am in a good situation. Okay, baby, I can do eyebrows, eyelashes, and nails, baby. And he is going to pay for that. I am going to live in the home of my choice. My children are going to go to the school of their choice, and they're going to have a good life. And bum, the minute that I picked you up and fixed you up, I'm out this piece. Do you support a man taking back a man if their children are in their 20s? He still has his cake and eat it too, and that's not cool, leading his ex-wife, which causes mental abuse thoughts. Let me explain something to you. 9 times out of 10, that man ain't changed. You want him back because you don't want to be alone. Personally, I don't spin the block twice. Because if I left you, you still the same person. You an old fool. When I had you as a young fool, now you're an old fool. No. You want your side woman, you had it. This is something when you got them damn kids. As an older, more mature woman, you need your peace of damn mind. He doesn't want you. It's all about image to the older kids like he did. But guess what? They grown now. Okay? They are grown, baby. Let me tell you something. Your father, was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his head was home. But mommy ain't rolling like that. Now it's your opportunity, honey, to make him wish that he had stayed with you. Why? Because let me say this to you. As PTQ say, ain't nothing changed but the date. Let me tell you something. You're looking good. You taking care of your body. Your mind is right. He gonna torture him with how good you look. Show up looking good. Oh, no. Thanks so much, though. That was very fun. Honey, listen. I would have him praying every night. God, please let her come back. Show up and be beautiful. Sexy. You ain't no young girl. You ain't supposed to be. You been young. You a mature woman that got your life going on. And he still wants you back. But all of that mean you can eat cake. Oh no, we beyond that. No, honey. You stay in your lane. The revenge is when you look your best and flourish. Honey, show up. Because at the end of the day, you are going to be atoned for one person's sins, and that's yours. It ain't what he made me cheat. Ain't nobody make you cheat. Your pride saying, well, if you out there whoring around, I'm a whore around. Baby, you better than that. You better than that. Because he being a drunkard, you gonna be a drunkard? Because he out here out of control, you gonna be all on pills, liquor, out your mind so you can get some sleep, crying all the time, letting it destroy who you are? Because girl, no. We not built like that. You put yourself in this situation by getting a bum. Not asking the right question. Now you got to play the hand that you've been dealt. Now, if you ain't got kids, he got to hit the road. Ain't no use in doing all of that. But children are different because they need both of their parents. I can count on one hand. One hand. And I probably 15,000 cases at least. On one hand, the people that were before my court who had a mom and a dad that lived together, I can count on one hand out of 15,000 cases. Men will inflict pain on children to get you back. They're collateral damage, whether they do it intentionally or not, because they so into they self. And children will internalize that as I'm not good enough. And they got another 40 years to live with that pain that somebody's instilled. Why? Because you made a decision to leave. Very rare two-parent households. But if you have it, but I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, go son. You need to grow up. This conversation is for adults that made bad choices by getting bums in the beginning and calling them kings. They were bums. They could not be in a committed relationship, and you just sit there having a baby, and he gonna be better, and he ain't better. And the baby 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you don't know what to do. Then guess what? Put your big girl girdle on and handle your business. Show up, look good, stunning. Run your house like a business. Lights off at 10 o'clock and doors locked at 3 o'clock. Now, wherever you been, you go back. But at 3 o'clock, and the door be back open at 8. That's just how life is. And we're going to go to church. We are going to go to PTA, and we're going to show up. And we're going to do this right because we have children involved. Understand? Okay, because we do have a vested interest, our children, and we want them to be positive, and we want this to work. Okay? All right, honey, and you roll it like that. But you got to stop letting your emotions. Now, if you are married and your husband steps outside of the bounds of your marriage, listen, okay, at some point in time, if it keep going on, you just gotta say, listen, babe, we ain't got no kids, we ain't got nothing. Look, you whatever out there you need to be with, that's it. But God forbid if you out here dating people, why in the hell you dating somebody who you know out here cheating? That's just what men do. That's not what men do. That's what the men that you're choosing do. You can't put a crown on a clown, but he still ain't. You can put a crown on a clown, but he still ain't no king. That's right, Katie. Real men want to be in a committed relationship. It's not that they may want other women, but they don't want to lose their wife. They don't want to lose their good thing. They're afraid of that because they're men who have consciousness and who are responsible. But some men are not that way. And you're choosing the wrong kind of man because you're not asking the right questions. And then you end up with a clown. You gonna run out and I'm gonna get me a boyfriend, and then you dropping your kids at your grandmama house and your friend house. They raising themselves, and then your children all messed up. And who you got to blame? Because you done woman up. Yeah, it falls on you, sis. Because you the one that got the clown in the mix in the beginning. See, that was your fault. You should have said, oh, the first time when you come up missing, boo, this ain't gonna work. But listen, keep my number. If you're ever, in the downtown area, give me a call. But it's just not gonna work. Okay? You're not mad. And if you are, I don't give a damn, because I know where this is gonna lead. But y'all didn't do that. You got to make mature decisions. Well, I went to Wayne State because it had in-state tuition. I'm just saying, in-state tuition, and I couldn't afford to go anywhere else. You make objective decisions. Maybe you wanted to go to, Spelman, but you couldn't afford to do it. So you made decisions that were best for you. So divorce causes long-term effects in older children. But let me tell you something. At 17, I'm sorry, baby, I gotta live for me. Now I did my little due diligence, but I can't wait till you 57 years old. Oh, hell no. Hell no. But you have a responsibility to mature, to grow that child to the point where they're out of school, they doing right. See you, baby, this is ridiculous. You know what we're gonna do, right? Okay. But you got to make grown-up decisions. And so I want you all to start being more objective. Stop being so subjective. But that hurt my fella, and he did it, and I'm going to show him, and you're going to lose. Do you know how many, and it's so unfortunate, I have seen men, okay, oh my God, who did not want to pay extra for a hearing aid for his son because his ex-wife wanted it. But when he was in the house, he was paying all the bills. Why would I have seen men do very malicious and vindictive things? Why? Because they're trying to hurt that woman. And the children suffer, not the children, your children. And the memories that they have are not going to be of us lighting or me and mama lighting a Christmas tree or us doing stuff. It's going to be going from house to house. Daddy not answering the phone, seeing daddy have other kids. But you brought that bum in your world. You got a responsibility to give them the best life that they can. When you got a mother and father, that means the kids ain't got to work. They ain't got to be shuffled around. They get to come home. They go to bed at a reasonable time. They gives you time to do the things that you need to do. And it's a countdown. But you got to be more responsible. And you have to stop allowing your emotions to dictate to you what happiness looks like. Because your emotions are not reliable. They're not credible. So I want you to start to do some self-evaluation. For you ladies that are dating, ask the important questions. If a man out of place, gone. If you in a committed relationship and you won't have his passcode and he don't have yours and email, that ain't real. If he come up missing, let him go. But all of that, we gonna get married and he gonna change his life from the pit of hell. I'm gonna have a baby by him, he gonna change that's a life from the pit of hell. You got to make those tough decisions by asking questions first. Because let me tell you something. In life, you either pay now or pay later. And you don't want to pay later at the expense of your children. All right, so listen, thank you so much. I'm going to jump on IG for a minute because I need to go to bed. But until next week, I love you and God bless you. Bye-bye.